Hi, Rolling. I'm
Yay.
Dad.
Okay.
That's the joke we're opening the show
No,
with.
we're not going to start with the fact that you asked me 3 minutes ago if I had
Holy
seen Bo
shit.
is Not Afraid.
No, we're not starting with that because there are much funnier
Think
ways that I've messed up.
Bo
Bone
is
is
Not Afraid. Yeah.
Bo Nick's.
Let's go,
Hey,
dude.
Gus. Bo
Mm.
Nick's afraid. Thoughts?
Fuck, Deedle. Yeah,
Did you guys see that movie Killing
I've
and
been
Raping
trying to
Private
think of
Ryan?
something for like 10
That was
seconds.
really
That's
fucked
pretty
up
funny.
what they did to that boy.
I did see that.
Have you guys ever seen Schindler's Kill List?
Sending Private Ryan to the pits of hell.
No, the
Yeah.
opposite would be Schindler's fine with it.
Wait, have you guys
Yeah.
you guys
I
seen that
feel
movie
like people
Diddler's
hyped
List?
up
I can't
Nothing Nowhere
send
Who
you a
Even
link
Gives
to
a
it
Fuck
right
like
now.
way too much. I didn't like it at all.
Did you see that movie? Did you guys see that movie Mad Max Mild
Mild
Stroll?
Max Mild Stroll.
And he's just walking around. Really, he just walks. He just walks.
This is what
he just
this
walks
is
down
like
the street.
the
His
entire
apartment's
like
on,
writing
and then
room of
walks
Mad
back to his
Magazine
house
for
and
like
watches
30
TV.
years. It was just three guys doing this,
Reverse movies.
and
They
then
didn't
they
have
would,
inter- they
and
didn't
then
have
they would,
internet
three
back
guys
then. This
doing
was
what's
fine.
the
This was like
opposite
top
of
and then
the
they would
tier
movie?
comedy.
they would take a lunch break, and then the second half of the day would be for racist jokes.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you guys rocking with the remake of Chinese and Regular?
Well, no, they would do the spy versus spy stuff.
yeah, no, I would read old Mad magazines a lot. My parents would get me ones from like the 70s and 80s, and it would just be like, it would just, there would just be like a
Yeah, me
comic
too.
about like, I don't it's like spy versus spy, and then there's one about someone like, dumping like garbage on another person, then the third one's just called like, what homos are like, and then it's like a guy, like with a limp wrist, and he's like, I don't know, trying to kiss a dog.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like if R. Crumb.
Yeah,
No,
it's like
there was
if R. Crumb
it was,
the first time I had
instead of
ever seen
loving
satire
in the
was
weird
the
it was
Mad
hard R.
Cartoon
Crumb that
Network
was
show.
doing those illustrations.
Was the Mad Cartoon Network show. They did a parody of Avatar where the scary animal that chases the white guy around it's Blue from Blue's Clues instead of an alien monster. And I thought that was the funniest thing in the fucking world. I was
Holy
like, holy
shit.
shit, I didn't even know you could do that.
I do remember seeing
You
that.
know the way that
crazy.
they split
I mean-
Netflix into like the DVD service and the online streaming service. So
Yeah.
the very easy low level humor that got
Yeah.
turned into the Mad TV show, and then all the racism got split off into Mad TV. If you've ever seen Mad TV from
I
like,
have not
the
seen
90s.
Mad TV.
Oh well, it's all the racist
Yeah,
stuff.
I did.
Okay, gotcha.
Not
That's
not
like-
all the racist stuff. I think Key and Peele were on it.
I've seen Can I
Yeah.
Get Your Number, and that's about it. And it was like
No,
7 years ago.
it's actually like if you were.
It's actually a very.
It's like
good
SNL
show.
but cool. Says a
I'll
lot
have
of
to take your
annoying
word for
people.
Yeah, so all you know is that it's good and that it's racist. So I hope that's a good
Um,
enough endorsement.
Is that it's good sometimes. I get this.
That
It's a
doesn't-
sketch
that-
show,
that-
and some
that's
of the
not
sketches are
possible.
good,
I
and
don't-
some
I
of them
don't-
maybe
I don't
don't
believe
hold
that
up
sort
as
of
well
thing
as
can
they
happen.
used to.
It is funny when people point out that
No.
I feel like if the internet exists, like it hasn't almost every like SNL skit, like there's like 10 good ones. Like I feel like people,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of them are just like the
Yeah.
news from that week.
yeah.
No
It's
one
like
remembers
I
the
mean,
news.
what like
I don't remember
the
the news
only
from
funny one that we
2
remember
weeks ago.
from the 70s is like the Down by the River one, and then the one about how Greek people can't pronounce the word cheeseburger.
Yeah.
That could be, but that could be about
Yeah.
literally. The thing is, that could
Yeah.
be about literally anything.
Mm.
It's just a funny fat
really
guy
like
yelling,
it
and that's always
by
going
the
to be
river.
going to be
I remember
funny.
watching that. I'm like, that's the best SNL sketch ever. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was just
Is
the
that the
entire
one where he
joke. I
jumped on the
remember also
table
like
and it
kind of
break?
not
That's
getting
funny.
it, but like
It's
Everyone
pretty
kept-
funny.
I remember I watched.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the funniest thing in the world. I mean, people didn't know. If you if you showed
Mhm.
someone from the 70s a fucking vine, their head would explode like Victorian child.
I watched one of the MacGruber ones that
Oh,
had Charles
wait,
Barkley
what?
in it, and I was like, oh, that one's pretty funny. I should check out
you were
more
like,
of
I
these.
hope this is basketball, and then you saw that he wasn't playing basketball, and you're like,
No,
fuck,
no,
God
no,
damn
that's
it,
not what happened.
I thought this was
That's
a
not what
basketball game.
happened. That's not what happened. I watched that one and I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And then-
You
thought I
see
thought I
Shaq
could
come on
talk
in a
about this
commercial,
while we
you're like,
record a
nice, more
podcast.
basketball game to watch. And then...
No, that's not what happened.
Oh, boy.
That's not what happened.
Shaq's playing basketball again.
Oh, boy.
What?
I thought the
What is he
basketball was
doing?
over.
No, it's
No, he just
I've
believes
never
in
bought
kind of
anything
pizza.
advertised
Well,
to me by
I might
Shaq.
as well buy
I
it
only
since
buy
Shaq
things
is
my
so
entire
cool.
life.
I do kind
How is basketball becoming the joke for this? I thought
That's like-
football
that's
was
cap.
the thing I was like really
Never
into
bought a-
watching.
You find a way.
Well, football's not on. Well, it's really just
Yeah.
you being,
I do have
being
a
distracted
second
during
appointment
the.
coming up, so God willing,
filming of the
I could
show.
get on the Vyvanse trade pretty soon, and I'll actually be able to fucking
Yeah,
focus
you
on
saw
what we're
those
talking
Shaq
about.
advertisements for Vyvanse.
No, Shaq is not advertised Vyvanse.
I would love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq,
The
inside the NBA
the
just gets
Shaq
like really like
advertisements.
remote and boring. Like he's just doing like very like
the big
like, boilerplate meat
concentrator.
and potatoes analysis of what's going on in the game, and is not funny anymore.
Yeah,
Charles Barkley gets really sad.
I'm
I
so.
love, I love that. I love that.
Oh,
clip
look at
where
that,
He's,
he's got
trying to
a-
shout out the
running-
LGBT community, and he goes like,
They got
"If you
good
are
pace there.
gay." or
If you are
transgender,
gay.
I love you. That was cool. That was cool, Charles Barkley. Yeah, Chuck is
Speaking
a
of
cool guy.
speaking of
Chuck
just
is
sort
so
of
cool.
disassociating in r// quitting Zyn, I have lost the ability to visualize,
Big
and I think
guys.
nicotine pouches is to blame.
Oh.
I have been using nicotine pouches for a year now and noticed that my vision has become worse. Also, my
Okay.
dreams are almost never pictures anymore. But what has been bothering me is just having a dream and it's just only sounds. So
Yeah.
that you're
Yeah.
I think I
Dream
can
that
think
you're
I can
like
hear my
reading
teeth
a
falling
piece of
out, but I'm
paper
really not
that
sure.
says what the dream is.
But what has been bothering me more than anything else is I can't visualize anything
Yeah.
anymore. I was just able to close my eyes and see things. I clink about it. I mean, it's a misspelling, but seem to have lost the ability to use since my use of snus. Sorry, I thought he was gonna say my ability to use my sinuses, but I forgot that snus is a way of saying it. Does anyone else face similar issues or have an idea of what's happening here? Someone says, "I wouldn't sweat it. It could be a million different things."
It's fine.
No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, no big
Bit by a
deal.
vampire
No, it's
bat
really not
when
a
he's
big
slowly
deal.
going insane.
Yeah, I got bit by a really stupid guy, so now I can't. I
He got
can't.
bit by a radioactive dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh. I like this comment by a deleted user who says it's more likely
So,
brain fog
yes.
from nicotine overuse and post-COVID syndrome.
But it's like, so the answer is also yeah. Did
It's
your
long
dreams also
COVID.
turn to blind dream? What is a blind dream? I don't think I've ever heard about that
A
being a thing
blind
ever
dream.
once.
I think I saw one like blue check tweet that like they don't have dreams,
Yeah.
they just stare at a blank screen for the whole night, and that's terrifying because that's not how you dream. You usually have a dream or you don't dream at all and just wake up and the time has passed. But this guy was just
Yeah,
experiencing
I don't know
nothing.
if there's anything else in there. I just like that this guy can't visualize anymore. But unfortunately, his account's deleted or it's suspended.
Ah, that's unfortunate. He can't see anymore. He deleted his account because he can't read any posts.
How do
Zin's
these
got-
guys get
Zin's got his
suspended
brain
so much? Like, it
sickened.
happens on Twitter. I mean, it doesn't really even happen on Twitter anymore, but you would have to do, like, you know, death threats, or someone would have to, like, go back through your profile to find, like, every time you said the word suicide or kill. And, but it just happens on Reddit so much. I don't know. I don't know if I can care. Who wants to read one?
I want to read Tucker Carlson. This is in QuittingZyn.
On Reddit,
Tucker
yeah,
Carlson. He promoted this. Was he irresponsible? It seems so. There should be a small dose nicotine pill available to everyone. I totally believe it is much better than a drug that muffles you. Getting into Zyn because Tucker Carlson got you into it, Rogs.
Okay.
He did?
Well, he said nicotine frees your mind.
I'm
remember.
starting.
He said weed. He said the Democrats made weed illegal because weed makes
Ooh,
you
okay, that's kinda
compliant and
spicy.
passive, and nicotine frees
I
you.
don't,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
it's
if
like-
I'm rocking with Tucker Carlson's opinion, though.
I think
Yeah.
it's true. I think
He
it's probably
is-
true. I agree that weed
He
makes
is
you
kind of
into
the
a slave,
audience for it. I don't know if
But
It's just
I've
give me
never
the
had
hiccups for the
Zans.
most part.
So
I don't know why.
they.
It didn't make me want to.
I think I've only done it
much
once and it
nicotine.
just
That's
made me
that'll
wanna throw
do.
up.
But
You were just eating them
yeah.
like M&Ms.
Well, yeah. I was swallowing the goo. I don't.
Yeah. Over
Why
a
was
campfire.
I cut open
smoking
the pouch and
Zyns
snorted it.
over a little
Mhm.
one hitter?
They're would it work? I don't know anything about that.
Mm.
Hey, that would
Oh.
work. Why wouldn't it? It's going in your head.
I
Seems
suppose.
like
Does that mean
nicotine
you could
don't
just
really
eat
care about
cocaine?
how it gets
Like
into
if
your
you wanted
body.
to?
I think you can. I think I looked. It's like 30% is effective.
Oh, that
Yeah.
explains it.
Yeah, because I think
You
when I
can
was
gum
like
it, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
when I was a teenager,
you can
I was
gum it.
like, I don't like the.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was
gumming
a
is like
teenager,
halfway
I
to
was
eating.
like, I would like to
So,
do cocaine
you eat it, you
sometime.
get
Is there a
double
way I
high.
can eat it though? Because I don't like the idea of sniffing it. I think I'm gonna blow it out. Yeah. What if I can just eat it? What if I can just eat,
Yeah, I
eat
did
it
think it
from a
would
bag?
hurt.
Yeah, can it be fun dip?
Can I make it
I
into
think
like a cookie or something?
somebody
That'd be cool.
once described to me that you can
Yeah, fun.
like
I
make
love
like
a
a
fun dip
saline
stick.
solution out of it and turn that into a nasal spray and just like mist it into your nose. I've always wanted to try that.
That's so try hard.
That's
just
so
like
sick.
just
No,
just-
I like it. It's like you're making a
Yeah, I
doohickey.
know.
I kind of fuck with it.
But it would be cool to have
That's
it in
like-
like a little.
Like, hey man, do you mind if I hit your device? That's
Well,
kind
to
of cool.
do it, no, it's just
that's
a
like
spray
that's like a
bottle.
power up in a video game, but for like being more fun at parties.
It's
Yeah.
very much like a power up in a video game.
But that would be annoying if you like.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, it would be annoying if you had like allergies and you grabbed the wrong mister and you got fucking
That is
yacked
pollen
out
season.
at
My
work.
coworker was
because it's
was
pollen
in hell
season.
today. I felt really bad for him.
Yeah,
sniffling
he was
all
just
over the place.
he was torturing her with a knife.
Bro, these coworker allergies are
Sorry.
so. I was having those allergies like last season.
What do you guys want to finish with? Neither of you came through. Nobody had any
Yeah, I
idea
know.
what either of you said.
What? Oh no, you had no idea. I said, bruh, these coworker
Yeah.
allergies are so
Oh,
annoying.
And I
Sure,
just
man.
said that
was
your
last
coworkers
season.
was in hell because you were torturing her with a knife.
I think allergies is such a coworker problem, honestly.
It is.
You know, I said that as a joke, but I kind of
Oh.
believe it now.
It literally is. Like, you people can't fucking do anything. The people at my work were complaining about daylight savings time like a
does suck.
week or two after it had happened, and like
Yeah,
the
it's
hour,
really not a
the
big
missing
deal.
hour is still fucking them up. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
people?
no, it does not.
Just
Hey, I
wake
don't
up
get
and go to bed at the
especially
same
thing that really
time.
gets me is when people complain about it in the fall when you get an extra hour of sleep. Like that's what's like, what the fuck is your problem? That's objectively a good thing. That's stupid as hell. But even
Yeah,
then, like
that's
it really
fucked up.
only
That's
fucks
just
you up for
stupid.
like a day or two.
But it's like maybe I get you get the one extra hour of sleep,
Yeah.
and then the next night
I think
you're
my
only
theory on
you're
that
getting
is,
an hour
is
less of sleep.
like daylight
compared
savings
to
is like
way
the
it was.
first joke
So maybe you're a little
that
tired
people
on
came
the
up with
second
after
night.
they decided that calling your wife a bitch was really misogynist. They were like, "Oh, we need a new thing to make fun of." Well, isn't it annoying when you
Uh-huh.
go to sleep and then you it less, and that really fucks you up, right? Like, and then they just have to carry that forward forever. That's the thing they make fun of.
I thought you meant
No.
that the idea of daylight saving itself was a joke, like that they were pranking the farmers into thinking it makes even a little bit of
I
difference.
don't think well, it was the farmers
the sun
wanted it,
is an
right?
hour
The
different.
farmers were like, "We need this."
For their stupid crops, even though if you fucking think about it,
Yeah, no, it's
the sun
very
gets
stupid.
it
We
gets
should
the same
hurt
amount of
farmers with,
sun
like,
every
blunt
day.
objects.
Mm.
I don't think they do anything. You could probably just like.
They don't even do anything.
I
What
think
do
if
they
we,
do
if we
all
like
day? They just like stand around
abducted
and
every
get money
farmer,
from the
like the
government.
plants would probably
I mean, they're
figure it
fucking
out.
welfare queens.
Like
Abducted.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
the whole
love
thing. They
being,
evolved
like,
on
harvested
this
and
earth
eaten.
to grow
And
on
I
their
think
own.
even if it's such. Yeah, no, it's like fucking.
They love being,
Yeah, no, it's like a
they love being
Pavlov's
raised.
dog
They love being
situation
chopped down
where
with a
they're
scythe.
trained to do it now, even if there's no farmer there. Huh?
And chickens love being culled too.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need farmers.
Whole
We're getting
swaths of
farmers.
chicken love being
Yeah.
wiped off the face of the earth every day. It's their
No, that's
favorite
it.
thing.
I would love to run
They get
around
to
with my
run
head
around
cut
with
off.
their
I'd be
head
like
cut off for a
chasing my
couple
head like with
minutes.
my arms outstretched, just kind of running in random directions trying to find it. I would not be trying to fuck my head.
Yeah,
Personally,
I
I'd
would
be
be trying to fuck my
attached to my
head.
head. I want it right
I'd be
on my
trying to
neck.
stick my
That's
thing
like
in
the
the
number
head
one
hole.
place for your head to be.
Nope,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I would feel so light and free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, what if you tried to
I'd be
suck your
running
own
so
dick, but then
fast
because your head
without
was
the
off,
weight
you
of
didn't
my
get the
big-ass
pleasure
head.
receptors to your brain, and you're like, oh, I don't even get any joy from sucking my own dick anymore
Don't you
because
have
my
the,
head is
but
cut
you
off.
have the sort of internal mental pleasure of finally achieving a goal.
But
It's
that
like,
mental pleasure also comes from your head, which is off of your body.
yeah, but it sees that it's sucking a dick. It's like, damn, finally, a
It
dick
does
to
see that
suck.
it's sucking it. Okay, that's fair, actually. Your head
Yeah.
sees what's going on, and so it's like, okay, yeah, this
Guys,
is great.
at the Mystic Aquarium, Goose and Spanky both had their birthday. Goose is turning 1, while Spanky is 26.
What animal are they?
They're seals. I should.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're harbor seal. I was
For
in the middle of
Spanky.
reporting this
For-
message in the Discord
For showing what's.
For
The big one.
Spanky.
Saying the
Goose
big
is
one is
turning
really funny because
the
it
big
implies
one,
that
and Spanky is turning
people are
26.
very self-conscious of turning 1.
The big-
their friends
yeah.
are turning 1 years old, and they're like, "Yeah, woo,
Just like a baby taking a nervous
the
drag of
big
his mother's
01.
breast.
yeah." No, I love seals.
I just need to go look at the mobile and clear my head, man.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Yeah, he
might be
gets
down
like
to
a
hang out
really
later.
new fancy Playmobil car.
Mhm.
yeah.
I wanna read this one. Do not swallow Zyn juice. First
Okay.
off, I found this subreddit randomly. I don't know, it was on my homepage for some reason. I've been dipping tobacco since I was 15 till I was 35, so around 20 years. I switched to Zyn because of digestive problems. I just want to say it's been a lifesaver getting off tobacco. Oh, I thought you said 20 years ago. For some reason, I thought this was like a 55-year-old. That's like, I just got back into Zyn. No, reason for post. What?
I tried one of these at my son's birthday party, and they're pretty neat.
Yeah.
I just stopped. I was a cigar man for 20 years,
Yeah.
but now I love these damn Zinjamins.
Yeah. Zinjamin, god damn it.
Jesus, that's terrible.
For
man.
my son's 10th birthday, it was Zyn and fucking Pit Viper themed, and he invited all the girls from his class over so he could grab their wrists in public.
Yeah. We got a
reason
gamer
for-
truck for my son's birthday.
It is funny that like Pit Viper, like the people running it are like woke, but like if you see like all the people that add that to their fucking profile picture are just the most like at best they're the most annoying SEC burners, and at worst they're just like white nationalists. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm changing my profile picture to be Caleb Williams in a pair of Zyn, or even better, Jason
Oh.
Tatum with Pit Vipers on.
oh god, that really hurts. I remember I went out fishing with like my conservative cousin, or no, I sent you guys the picture of it when they handed me some pit vipers. I texted you guys a picture. I'm like about to go yell at my girlfriend in public.
Me at the herpetology exhibit at the zoo.
Yeah. Anyway, reason for post. First of all, I wanted to say I'm a bit confused on most people's reasonings for quitting. First off, a lot of people are saying their stomachs are messed up or throat. On that, I can say do not consume pouches or its content. In no way is this a spit-free product. I'm seeing about a 100% correlation between people complaining about these health problems and they don't spit the juice out. So I just wanted to say PSA for those people that do not use this product as spit-free. It is a great product to get you off all tobacco products. Nicotine does not cause cancer and can actually help you focus. It has artificial sugar. Wish there were no sugars at all. Oh, this guy's trying to like, damn, I love nicotine, but I just wish it didn't have sugar in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm so fat!
I need a Spartan. You know what?
Yeah.
This zinc could really use some
Getting
Spartan.
getting really neurotic about the
That would be
coke and a whiskey and coke.
I'm sorry, did you say aspartame instead of aspartame?
Yeah.
Aspartame!
I've only ever read it. I don't know. I've never said it. I don't interface with Diet Coke.
It's
in my
not a
regular
fancy
life.
dish.
Dude. There's no. You added an extra syllable. What do you mean? You only
Aspartame.
read
Oh,
it?
I did. Yeah, you're
Were
right.
you hallucinating every time you saw it on a tweet?
No,
or
I just
something like
I don't know. I don't experience the word that often. Y'all remember when Charlie said, "Bro is not afraid"?
No. This is my. I laser focused on you saying
And he was
aspartame
watching,
because I
and
knew
he
it was
was,
better.
and he was probably,
It's a great.
he was
ride
probably
to be
watching
all-
the anti thing also.
the anti thing.
the nothing.
Yeah, the nothing. Wait, did you guys see that post where it was just like, y'all, I just noticed about the thing that it is all men. And
Yes,
it's
that's
just
a
like-
great post.
That's a great post because it's like, what do you want out of this?
I don't know.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
what-
make
even
a
the people-
female remake of the thing.
yeah, we're
even
gonna
the
get turned
people that
into
were
fucking
saying
It turned into fucking cans of tuna and stuff.
Yeah, even the people that were saying like, "Oh, so you want it to be women getting murdered?" It's just like, why would you even care about that? It's like so weird.
It would have been funny if someone was like, yeah, oh, what, you want to watch these women the women get murdered? And she's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. It's fine.
Yeah, Andrea Dworkin actually consulted on that film. It's an addiction. That's a good reason to quit, but it's not unhealthy like
Andrea
a lot of
Dworkin.
Yeah,
She's fucking jacking off.
I'm Andrea Dworkin. It's not unhealthy like a lot of the posts I see you're saying. Don't swallow the juice. If I'm missing some other reason, I'm sure someone will let me know. LOL. I mean, people are. I just like the people are swallowing the juice. I guess I've never done Zyn, so I didn't know. And then another person. Oh, I forgot this is the QuittingZyn. I don't know why I forgot that. People are just saying like this shit is poisonous regardless. That's probably why they're mad at him. It's because because he's just like, y'all, Zyn rules, but don't swallow don't swallow it. They're like, no, you should always not swallow it. Never interact with Zyns ever. Ooh, this guy's in r/BMW and r/mold. r/toxic mold. This guy rules. Doing Zyns, getting toxic mold exposure, driving his Benz.
In the passenger seat of his car, and like the air immediately just gets swampy.
Yeah. Posting an r/Battlefield 5.
Just like sleeping under a giant patch of black mold on a wall, and he's like, "Man, why do these Zyns make me feel so lightheaded all the time? Why is it like hard to breathe in?" I haven't read.
Anyway, can I read this one? I got one.
No, Griffin has to read. He hasn't read yet.
I haven't taken my turn.
We need to do enrichment for him.
Yeah.
Do you want a Rubik's Cube that you can play with?
No, I don't know how to do that stuff.
No, those are just frustrating.
Okay.
Well, I can peel the stickers off and just do that, right?
And just eat them.
The only one left is the one Gug sent. So, no. FDA is so trash.
This one did make me laugh.
From user Mongoose1 1500. FDA is so trash. How much of a society have we not done something about this trash organization?
I love that he's talking about how he talks like a 60-year-old football fan talks about the Giants.
Yeah. The league not stepped in.
Trash organization.
How is the president not rigged the lottery already?
Mm-hmm. I did watch. I think it was like the first NBA draft. Do either of you believe that there was like? I think there was like some NBA draft where they said that like they made one of the balls really cold so that someone would pick it. I forget what it was.
That was probably the Patrick Ewing lottery.
I think it was.
It was rigged for New York. I've never heard that they made the ball really cold. I think they just stuffed They just stuffed New York into the last envelope that.
I just liked the idea.
But I love the idea of it being a very cold ball. Like the person grabs the lottery ball and they're like,
I thought it was very intuitive.
No, it's a cool idea. I think that happens in an episode of Better Call Saul.
No. I also went on r/quittingweed. Griffin, if you want to read one.
He just read. Let me read one. I've been wanting to read this one. Short.
He wants to read his one.
My one.
Okay.
If you give me
walking stickers, this is a good one. This is a good one.
It has a funny bad word in it.
Yeah.
I'm a little autistic here. It's no problem.
But this isn't.
It's the N word.
Heavy Zyn use gave me temporary retardation and other health issues. I'm a completely healthy 21-year-old male. I started doing Zyns about 3 years ago to aid in quitting chewing tobacco. Sorry, it's all funny.
I mean, I guess it is, technically.
Chewing tobacco. A healthy 21-year-old male on a ship in the 1930s.
Oh my god.
Zyns were just too good. Too awesome. I was immediately hooked on 6 milligrams citrus. I did a can of 15 pouches every day for a little over a year, but then I opened up a Pandora's box when I started getting my hands on 9 and 12 milligram Swedish Zyns.
I like how that's the Pandora's box is 9 milligrams as opposed to 6.
Yeah, 1.5 times.
I like the idea of fucking like there's a subplot in The Wire where the guys who are selling drugs keep getting shittier and shittier heroin, so they just keep changing the name.
Oh yeah.
To try
We
and trick
talked about
people into thinking it's a different
This
thing.
was the reference you made a week ago.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
still watching The Wire, dumbass.
Yeah.
But it's
He's
the
just
same.
been
But it's
rewatching
the
this
same
episode.
reference.
Doesn't matter. I also thought.
And then next
I
week
actually-
he's like, guys, I've been getting shitty heroin and I've been doing it, but it keeps getting
Guys, I've
shittier.
been getting the shittiest
I think
heroin
this
in the world.
is.
It's
I think
called
this is the
Black
reference
Death.
to The Wire. It's called Liquid Death.
It's called Bed of Nails. What the hell? It makes me feel terrible. I don't even know why people do it, but I like it.
Getting a strain called Hellraiser
Yeah.
just immediately kills you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ignore that because I talked about it already. I continued my Canaday habit with the 9 and 12 milligram pouches. This is when I started having effects.
Oh no.
Effects. I was constantly tired, feeling out of it, feeling weak, and foggy-brained. The light was sucked from my life. I felt depressed in everyday situations. I was struggling to keep it together at work. I nearly developed a speech impediment, slurring my words, having
Hey, can I have a Zyn?
I'm pretending the speech impediment thing isn't out of any like chemical effect on its brain. He's just like chewing the inside of his lip really hard.
Well,
and
I
it's swelling
imagine he just he just has like a bunch of shit in his mouth, so it's like
up. Yeah. He opens his mouth to speak during a work presentation, and like a glob of 5 Zyns fall out of his mouth, just like a slop
6-pound
on the
ball
floor.
of Zyns falls out of his mouth, falls onto
Yeah.
his toe and breaks his toe.
Yeah.
I nearly developed a speech impediment, slurring my words, having to repeat myself, just sounding like a total idiot. The brain fog and cognitive effects on the 9 milligram Zyns were absolutely terrible. I felt mentally slow, didn't remember things I was told the day before. I could never be at 100% attention. My physical reactions were slow. I could go on and on.
Military.
On to the medical side of the effects. Those weren't medical?
Yeah, well, it's neurological and medical. They're different things.
I was always athletic and in good shape, and I used to have good vascular visible veins on my biceps and forearms. The Zyns
Nice.
messed up my blood circulation so bad that I didn't see the veins for over a year. What the fuck?
How
That
I think you might have
measure.
just gained a little weight.
Yeah.
is having like visible vein, like constantly
Yep.
visible veins? Is that? I mean, I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's a
means you're
measure
really
of
strong.
athleticism if you're 14 years old.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's shit you do
It
when,
looks
like,
fucking
when you're
cool.
not paying attention in science class, when you're trying
It
to
looks
like,
like the-
flex the kids in the back.
Yeah, it looks like the fake muscle arms from that episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah. My hands also became reddish in color, and my fingers and toes were always cold. I think this guy just got like an infection.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
realize
has-
until I quit for
HIV.
2 weeks. Yeah, I didn't realize until I quit for 2 weeks that my boner was only probably getting like 75% blood flow when I was on Sims.
My boner.
My boner.
Oh, my boner.
my-
Crap. My boner sucks.
I
I can't even see the vein on my boner.
Just like
That's the
sitting down
vein
to, like,
he's
talk to
referring
your-
to.
Sitting
is
down
the-
to
is
talk
the
to your
dick
roommate
vein.
and just going like, dude, I had the shittiest boner today.
Did you eat my boner out of the fridge?
Yeah.
I love the boner. I love the boner in the.
I mean,
Yeah.
I sucked it off
Dude,
a little.
you know what I've been talking. You know I've told you about sucking my dick when I leave it in the fridge. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Roommate sucking your dick from the fridge while you're at work. And just like,
Yeah.
got something in your-
Yeah.
Sorry, my roommate. I left the penis in the fridge.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired of my roommate taking my dick and balls out of the fridge.
Oh my
and
God, I had
sucking
my
it when I'm not around.
I had my penis shipped to my house, and fucking Amazon lost the package. Some dude in Delaware has my dick, and he's flicking that thing. I can feel it.
Yeah,
Hey, if we're gonna talk about ordering penises, can we switch to Signal? I just think it's a little bit safer. After making the decision to quit, my life got better and better every day. The brain fog, confusion, and feeling slow lifted away, and I felt normal for the first time in years. It almost feels like a drug, because every day things make me happy, and I'm more interested and in touch with my surroundings. My speech and reaction time went back to normal. It felt like a black cloud had been lifted. My blood flow slowly went back to normal. My veins returned along with the rock-hard boners that I missed.
Awesome, dude.
It would be funny if
Yeah,
he just like
man.
he quit this in favor of eating like an entire chocolate cake every day, and he's like really
I'm
fat.
thinking this is so much funnier if he has like a 4-inch penis.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, it's like, well, I get,
He's like
I
a 15-inch penis, and every time he gets a boner, he faints.
get.
I
Like,
feel
well, my
great
dick
and
gets hard
free.
because I love this cake so much.
Oh.
I can go on and on, but I'll leave it at this. Fuck Zins! Zins are poison!
Well, because it's funny that
Yeah.
it sounds like the issues only started when he went from 6 milligrams to 9 and 12.
Yeah, I
And
love
he had,
the top
he
comment
had to get
says,
them from Sweden.
Well, it's
I
like the
think you-
idea that you can be a functional alcoholic, but then you drink one more beer a day, and your life is completely ruined.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the top comment that says, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it was a drug, because it is. Yeah, man, it's nicotine!
Yeah,
It
dude.
says that on the package!
It's illegal. Well, it's not illegal, but
Someone says that he vaped for 12 years but got on Zins because when going from vaping to Zins is very funny. Like,
yeah, you're literally just following whatever the like shithead wave is.
yeah,
Going from the Juul,
but like
the Fox
but
mod
sa-
to the Juul to the Zins,
It's
to
like-
whatever they
it's like-
come up with next, which might be like a mist that you spray in your mouth.
it's like saying you quit
They're gonna
Coors
make
Banquet
it
for
into a
Coors
drink.
Light.
That's my guess. They're gonna make like Zin Red Bull or something.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like those Kratom drinks they have at the gas station, but with
Ooh.
nicotine.
Kratom is the funniest thing in the world to buy.
I was-
Yeah, it's
sucks.
literally gas station
I've
heroin.
done it. It sucks so much. It's
I've
awful.
never done it because every time I talk to someone who's done it, it's like, yeah, it basically just gave me a stomach ache, but it's awesome.
It works literally like once, and then your
I don't
body
understand
counteracts it.
what
and
is
all
the
it does
best
is
case
make you
scenario
nauseous.
for Kratom. Is it
It's like shitty Adderall. That's the best
Oh,
case scenario.
okay.
It works like shitty Adderall.
That's awesome.
I was
but
actually-
if
do
you do
Adderall,
it
man.
more than like once a month, it just doesn't work. And also, it tastes like
you can
shit.
become completely addicted to it.
Do you guys
There's
want to
no
go
way. If you get
on?
addicted to Kratom, that is. I honestly have infinitely more respect for people who say they're addicted to porn than people who get addicted to Kratom.
Gus, you're
Jesus
lining up the next
Christ.
subreddit so perfectly.
I would like
hell
to
yeah.
read one from QuittingKratom.
Yeah.
Kratom killed testosterone. So I'm thinking Kratom killed my testosterone. That and maybe Coke Zeros, maybe. So I take all the supplements to up my testosterone. Quit porn over 60 days ago. Is it possible to fix test issues anyone found? I just like this guy cannot fucking do anything. He can't take Kratom, he can't drink soda, he can't watch porn. He needs to be put in a box.
He's sitting down to jack off to some porn.
Food and water killed my testosterone.
Sprinkling some Kratom into my Coke Zero. Just living the most quietly sad life.
Yeah, steeping my Kratom in hot Coca-Cola like tea.
Yeah, putting it in it. Piping up. I've poured like 4 cans of Coke Zero into a pot, and I'm serving it with a ladle into a cup. Here, Gus, I have one that you can read. I just sent it.
2 weeks clean, and my GF broke up with me.
No!
High fives all around.
Really, she just loved the smell of
hashtag waste his time.
She just loved the smell of burnt dirt.
Yeah.
on r/Kratom girls, girl, you need to break up with him.
Starting hashtag hot girls for Kratom.
Yeah.
That's a terrible fucking sentence. I should kill myself.
Yeah.
2 weeks clean and my GF broke up with me. Yesterday, my girlfriend of 1.5 years, my soulmate, the person I'm supposed to marry, my best friend, broke up with me. These are all different people.
Yeah.
My molecule.
I am an angry person and can get very mean. Jesus fucking
Alright, man.
What the fuck?
It's a very dark turn.
I'm questioning I'm questioning the soulmate
Yeah,
part.
yeah. My
Well,
girlfriend
sometimes you
of a
just
year
want
and
to
a half,
fucking lay
my
your soulmate out.
soulmate, the person who I'm supposed to marry, broke up with me. Yeah, sometimes I would take bowls off the shelf in the kitchen and throw them at her and her
I mean, I
dog whenever her
fucking wanted
dog
to
was in the
slap her in
room.
the fucking face sometimes. She was so goddamn annoying, but that's just
Yeah.
soulmate shit.
Yeah. And it made her stop being annoying,
Yeah.
so like I kind of had to keep doing that.
I dumped an entire carton of seasoning into her fucking shampoo and she got really mad at me, but I was having a really bad day. I am an angry person and can get very mean to her in times of anger and rage, which has happened too many
but only in
times.
only in times of rage though, not in
Only
times of happiness.
specifying anger and rage is like, how do I
Anger
convince them
and
that I'm
rage.
not an asshole? Well, it's only when I'm angry and I'm raging.
I'm rageful.
This guy's the Red Gyarados.
Yeah, that sounds. It sounds like anger and rage sound like two distinctions made, like assault and battery, and he has to say like it was anger and it was also technically rage. Yes, because I started like throwing things.
Me and her in times of anger and rage, which has happened too many times over the course of our relationship. But Kratom pours gasoline on that fire. Off
Oh,
Kratom,
no.
I alchemically a different person, and I don't feel the same anger. I'm sorry, but getting like roid rage because you can't stop doing Kratom is one of the most pathetic
I'm
things
off.
I've
I'm
ever.
off a leaf, bruh. I'm off lawn trimmings.
Getting on the shittiest drug ever made, and it makes you so mad you start throwing things at your girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm a
And you're
20.
like, sorry, man. The Kratom
He might
is
just be.
too.
He might just be like allergic to kratom
Yeah.
and having like a
It just-
reaction. And he's like
it feels
spasming out.
so good when it feels like I have food poisoning for 45
Yeah.
minutes every day.
I'm a 27-year-old that's never smoked weed, so I can still technically get sugar rushes, and that's what
Yeah.
Kratom does to me.
I just can't get enough of that first time on a boat nausea.
What?
Yeah, you get nauseous the first time you go on a boat. You get seasick.
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
I
What
guess. Yeah. Yes, you do. You gotta get your sea legs under you.
Yeah,
I maybe I was nautical from the day I was born.
Yeah, maybe I
was-
went on the boat when I was a baby and I threw up. And I thought I was just throwing up because I was a baby, but it could have
Yeah.
been
I was on a
getting my
boat.
sea legs. We should go on a boat.
Yeah.
We should
We should
record on a
live in a
boat.
houseboat. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think I'd like land. I think land is
You
kind
can
of
go
cool.
on
Land
land.
boat?
You just have
Bro,
to sleep.
honestly, land is low-key slept on.
Literally. Well, water is slept on when we buy our houseboat.
No.
All right.
I mean, you're not gonna
Well,
sleep
you're not
in the
invited
water.
on my fucking house. Being a
No,
dickhead,
but
you
it
don't
has
get
a-
to
You're
have
gonna buy
has
a
a
houseboat.
water bed.
I don't believe you're gonna buy a houseboat.
I might.
No, you're not.
I might, and I might drive it up to Boston and
He's gonna try to
tries
buy
to
a
throw all my
houseboat.
clothes into the water there.
He's gonna try to buy a houseboat, and by the time he gets to the dealership, he'll see his dad like driving away with the houseboat off to
Yeah.
Boston,
Yeah. Driving like
and
a,
he'll
driving like
have a cannon
flying
attached
away
to
on
it.
like a personal plane
yeah.
with the boat in tow. A pontoon boat hanging from the
It's
like
it's
Operation Dumbo Drop.
yeah, it's like it's trailing behind like fucking like water skis or whatever. Like, and he's just he's flying like 20 feet above the water and just
he's flying, he's on the boat. He's holding a kite. The kite is somehow propelling the boat in the air.
yeah.
The opening scene of The Dark Knight Rises, but instead of dropping the guy to Earth off of a plane, he just drops him into a houseboat that's like 15 feet below. Like breaks a bone, but he's like completely fine otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my
He's so-
rib.
He's so cool when he says that.
Yeah.
Expect one of us with the breakfast, brother. Breakfast. You eat eggs and stuff.
Falling off of a plane
That was
into it.
me and my brothers on Mother's Day. They expect one of us with the breakfast, brother. And then I gave my mom waffles.
I was thinking dropping a guy off of a plane into like a house-sized bowl of Lucky Charms. Can you swim in milk? You probably can, right?
Yeah,
same-
of course.
It's
You're
it's
confusing.
mostly water.
Yeah, I think you're confusing milk and lava as
Yeah.
things that you
No,
might
I
not
was-
be
I
able to
know
swim
like,
in.
It's really hard to swim in oil, right? Because like the consistency is
I don't
different.
know.
I don't know, but what you mean? Like paddle around in it? I guess it is
Yeah.
probably hard to do that. Yeah, no, milk is mostly water. Oil is famously
Oil is a
not
whole
water.
different shit.
Yeah.
You ever done that experiment in science class? They put the oil on the water, sits on top. It's called density,
Yeah.
son.
Mr. Beast, we got 100 babies to swim in milk.
Yeah. It's just like rural Catholic Mr. Beast doing that. He's based out of the Philippines now, so
Yeah,
he's just
Amish
doing
Mr.
all the
Beast.
shit that
Oh,
he's doing all the shit the
Philippines.
villagers want to try. It's like
Yeah.
we're making 100 pieces of bread with the Virgin Mary on it.
We have 100 people do a dance to get the rain to come.
Yeah.
He has to change his name from Mr. Beast because they get mad at him.
Yeah.
All right. Off Kratom, I all chemically a different person, and I don't feel the same anger and rage, and I wish she would give me an opportunity to show her that. I unfortunately snapped at her again just a few days ago. Well, it doesn't sound like you're that different off Kratom, man.
Oh my god.
You just walking up to your girlfriend. I'm in Kratom. When in your face.
Yeah, I scream and throw things at my girlfriend, but it's only the Kratom that does it. But sometimes I do it when I'm off Kratom.
This guy is. Oh, sorry. Are you done or?
No, I wanted to keep reading.
Oh yeah. No. Please keep reading.
I unfortunately snapped at her again just a few days ago. I was having a rough pause day, and we had a pointless tiff that turned into more than it should have been.
He was gay on this day. He was saying all kinds of gay
No, it's
shit.
PAWS. That's what's confusing me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what he means by that.
Yeah,
Pause
I was
day.
pause date. Yeah, what the
Is
fuck?
PAWS an acronym? I'm scared to Google it because I'm getting like a
wiener
furry convention.
shit.
Yeah.
Pussy ass. I was having a pussy ass wiener shit day, and we had a pointless tiff that turned into more than it should have been.
Oh, he is
Left the
gay
house-
as fuck, calling it a tiff.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
We had a bit of a tizzy.
Yeah.
I was having a rough. Alright, I read that like 4 times. She left the house for a couple of days to stay with a friend to get some space, and came back yesterday and broke up with me. Our relationship is so rock solid, other than my anger.
Clearly.
Poor guy.
Not poor guy, poor girl.
I just feel I feel bad for
Yeah,
how
I mean,
like oblivious he is. Like
Yeah.
everything is fine. I'm just always screaming at my girlfriend. And once I fix this key
we
aspect
were
of
rock
myself-
solid. We were rock solid aside from the screaming I did.
You know how in Skyrim how NPCs will become like basically non-functional if you just like carry a bucket onto their head.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
this guy's brain is like. His entire world shuts off if you cover his ears and eyes.
I thought you were gonna say this guy's like a Skyrim NPC, and if you like accidentally like bump him or like accidentally
this guy's
attack
like
him,
a skeever.
he'll follow you to the ends of the earth to try to kill you.
Never should have. His girlfriend comes back to the house and he puts up his fist and he just goes, "Never should have come here," and starts swinging. Our relationship is so rock solid, other than my anger. She said she is willing to see me again tonight to discuss things further, so I plan on trying my ass off to get her back. We are 27 and 26. I know this is barely a Kratom post. I'm just hurting so badly right now, just so when my life was turning a corner free of this drug. I just needed to vent. Thanks for listening. Somebody
This
says
guy-
being single while you get your shit together isn't the worst idea. Something to think about. That is a very level-headed way of responding.
This guy, I need you guys to look at this guy's profile because it is fucking insane. His most recent post is in r/getting bigger, and he's asking 22 days ago best manuals for girth. So he's trying to get his dick bigger now.
Penis
Oh, he's in
profile.
r/West Palm Beach asking
And he's-
best place to sell guns.
So he's had a gun this entire time.
Oh
He's in
no!
r/online dating.
Oh my god, this girl's gonna have to move to a different state. Fuck.
She's fine.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I love that below all of his posts about his girlfriend breaking up with him, he's an r/pen pal saying 27M looking for first pen pal, which he has posted 4 times, and every single time has been deleted by the moderators.
Yeah, he's looking for a pen pal who's female, but within a range of 5 years of him. So he's not being choosy at all. He's also an r/golf. Thoughts on
That's
driving
cool.
irons, running. This guy sucks dick. Boredom pushes me back to Kratom 2 years ago. So he's tried to do this multiple times. r/leaves accountability post.
Aw.
That's the weed subreddit. Wait, I want to go back. R/Modern Warfare. This game has so much potential, so much it hurts, which is what he said to his girlfriend. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, you have so much potential, baby, but it hurts that I have to yell at you.
Can I read this
Uh,
one?
I hope this guy
I
gets his dick bigger.
I used this garbage. This is still in QuittingKratom. I used this garbage for 1 week, and it gave me erectile dysfunction. Everything down low has always worked fine, but I got ED
Oh,
from
I'm sure
Kratom
it
all of
has.
a sudden. I quit for good because of that. It's been 3 days without. When things go back to normal? This is so trash.
That's so it's so awesome to feel this way after quitting Kratom. That's so
This is
cool
so
that you
fucking
that,
shit.
that you can feel that way. I'm glad people feel that way. I'm
It's so
glad that it's
funny the
doing
way
this.
I mean people fall into these like addict behaviors where they just blame literally everything that happens to them on the drug, even if they've only done it for like a week. Yeah, I like used kratom for like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like
Yeah.
made me have this mole on my penis that looks like
Yeah,
a birthmark on my penis that looks like a
it made
swastika.
me
I don't
cheat
know
on
how
my
this happened.
it made me cheat on my girlfriend all the
Yeah, it
Sorry,
made
I
me
time.
need
punch my
okay. I
girlfriend.
need to go back to the Kratom anger issue guy because I
Okay.
found a
Uh,
post that got removed from r/NFL that says how many human beings have ever throw at least one touchdown pass in NFL history.
What?
I don't know, 100,
A lot, probably.
Yeah.
150.
Basically
That's
every starting QB ever.
that that's such a funny like statistic to want is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
not how many of them have existed since like data modeling or whatever. It's like I want to know how many individuals have done this. um uh
Really into Call of Duty.
yeah, he
Oh,
is.
okay. This guy's a huge. I know there has been at least one time he screamed his girlfriend because he got tilted at Warzone.
Yeah. Just
Give me my kratom.
Yeah.
chugging kratom. Kratom vapes? Are you guys seeing these? Or have you guys seen these? Have you guys been seeing these? I vape nicotine bars, so I still find myself in smoke shops from time to time. Unfortunately, fuck you. You're vaping nicotine bar. Of course, you're going to be there. But I've seen off kratom for over 8 months now, and I feel a lot more grounded in refraining the urges now. But yesterday, I saw a kratom vape. Not knocking anyone who's tried it. I definitely would have tried it had I still been addicted. But holy shit, this is disgusting. Holy shit, this is disgusting. Like, come on, man.
Ew!
It's not that disgusting.
Ew!
Yeah. Just throwing up. Can you guys get that shit out of here?
Boycotting.
Yeah.
Sending a protest outside. You're picketing the fucking
Yeah.
the smoke shop.
It would be funny if that also came from Israel. That was the only thing from Israel they had there.
Yeah, they made couscous and kratom vapes.
Yeah. Yeah. A while ago, while I was going on vacation and saw that my usual smoke shop, they had kratom e-juice, and I thought I would just bring that on vacation to prevent withdrawals. I'm glad I got a couple of days beforehand, as it did not work. I ended up drinking the vape juice to try to get some actual kratom in me.
Oh my god, man.
Come on, man. What the fuck? Oh my god, that is like the most insane addict behavior I've ever heard. I drank the vape juice just to get concentrated
I ate weed vape
kratom.
juice once. It was not very fun.
Yeah, a story I know about my grandfather is that he was into like, it's so funny, he was like into like chewing tobacco. He was Norwegian, and like back then every Norwegian person fucking smoked cigarettes. Or I guess this is what he was, because he wanted to be, unlike in Norway, you couldn't smoke in American movie theaters even back in like the 60s. So he was just chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just had to swallow it because he couldn't spit it on the ground.
Spat it into. They didn't let you have cups
Yeah.
in movie theaters back then, so it was hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he was like,
I
damn,
ate the-
never doing that again. Time to die of lung cancer at 53.
I ate the juice in a weed vape because I accidentally put my weed vape in the washing machine, and it broke.
What?
So, it was in my pants. I put my pants in the washing machine. The vape broke, so I open it. I eat the juice. I go see the movie Tar. I completely lose my mind. I don't remember anything about the movie.
It was very
I
good. I
think
like it a lot.
it's a good movie. I saw it later.
Yeah, yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah.
But I found it that the experience of seeing it that is just nothing. And I became convinced that I was gonna have a thought that would kill me instantly. Like I was terrified. I just was like, it's gonna happen any second now. I'm just gonna think the thought that will kill me and I'll die. And then I went to sleep and I woke up still high, and I thought 100% I was gonna like walk out of my room and talk to my parents and be basically Helen Kellered, like I was gonna try to talk and be like
Yeah.
because
Bro,
of what the vape had done to me.
every night's like Tar for me. Yo, my life a movie. Tar.
Tar.
Oh, someone's made that joke. Oh God. Now I'm getting the I want to kill myself feeling.
Charlie saw
Bro,
Rat.
my life a movie, Planet Earth.
Okay, I guess pause is a thing that they have. I don't know what that is. I guess that's like
What is it?
withdrawal.
Oh.
I've 5 days in pause and supposed to go out tonight. So I'm 5 days clean and having the same withdrawals as most described. I suppose I'm going out tonight, but I'm having really bad withdrawal. I like the idea of like I'm going out tonight. I hope I don't get offered kratom. Oh, here's a wholesome one that one of you can read.
Okie dokie. Intense bone pain. Every single time I eat something, even something small, I feel like I'm in withdrawal again. The pain in my bones is almost unbearable, and I get very exhausted, and my eyes start getting red and watery. I'm on day 37, CT.
Yeah.
I figured the physical stuff would be done by now. Is
Oh,
this
I'm
normal?
also withdrawing from my malaria medication. I forgot to mention that.
Is this normal? If so, will it ever go away? I work a fast-paced job, so I can't afford to not eat while at work. But if sometimes
I work a fast-paced job at a nuclear
Yeah,
reactor where I don't wear any protection.
I work at the restaurant from the Bear, and every time I eat food, I'm overwhelmed with pain. They're like, "Chef, taste this." I taste the soup. I'm like,
He's a taste tester at a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm a taste tester at the Mercury factory. And all my bones hurt.
I like that the top
that was
comment
the whole
is,
post.
"This is not normal. I would advise you go to a medical."
No.
No.
No, just power through it. Cold turkey. Just, fucking power through.
I'm quitting my bone pain cold turkey.
Yeah. Gus, you want to read the one I just sent?
Okay. Make no mistake, Kratom is dope.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Can you read the one above that? Actually, I forgot.
No, I've started already.
Okay, fine. I'll read that one. I'll read the
Day 10 in this bitch. I am not gonna lie, it's been a motherfucker these past few days, but I've been listening to David Goggins on YouTube, smoking
Oh my
weed
God.
and drinking whiskey to get through, and I have no shame about it.
Wait, hold on. I've been smoking weed and drinking whiskey. That's so much
I
worse.
do
How
relate
it
to this
goes.
because every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a break from drugs for a month, I just end up like binge drinking every weekend. Because I get bored.
It would be funny if the way that you were binge drinking is you put on like the Hugh Hefner suit and then just drank whiskey in a big armchair, but you were doing it for like 4 hours straight.
I'm like drinking whiskey like it's a beer. Like I've just got like a full it's not like a whiskey glass, just like a normal glass of a mixed drink and it's all whiskey.
You just have a big leather chair in the middle of your living room and your roommates are like, "What the fuck, man? Stop doing this. Everything smells like cigar smoke."
I'm trying to take beer pong from the other room over.
You're wearing like the like Hugh Hefner like lounge suit. You can just see your balls out from under it as your chair's directly in front of the door.
Yeah, no, my balls are like weirdly discolored. But everybody's like too nervous to mention it.
Yeah, they're just trying to coax you to go back into your room.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they're trying to do. All right, yeah.
Spit up on myself like a 2-year-old.
This is from 7 years ago. Also,
I don't move at all. I just let it sit there.
Yeah.
Going back to Kratom is absolutely out of the question. I know I am done with that trash. Just trying to work through these withdrawals. Gets a little better every day. I'm having to work now, which is fine, but not ideal. He's like hammered on the job.
Yeah.
All the guys from Mad Men doing Kratom.
He got. It sounds like he got paid time off to kick this addiction. He's a really
that's what you bank your
valuable
PTO days
executive.
for.
Yeah, I guess so. I like the idea that it's like he's like an MMA fighter. It's like out of the question. You need to take this time off to recondition yourself to get off Kratom. We'll cancel the fight, but I really wanted to read this one. Wife left with kids today. Today I work up in a new mindset. I don't know if they mean woke up with a new mindset. But today I woke up in a new mindset. I am positive and feeling mostly fog-free. We're supposed to get back to our hometown for Thanksgiving. My wife was so nasty today, and although some of you may think I'm being biased, during the whole situation I was very clear-minded, never lost my temper, tried to see what was going on through her point of view. She yelled at me for not talking enough to our 1-year-old while I was feeding him eggs for breakfast. Then told me I'm an idiot, and that's why my kids don't like me. I like the idea that that's their only kid is the 1-year-old.
Our dad is so stupid he can't even teach us math.
They've been going through a phase where they prefer their mom, which is fine. I work shift work, and sometimes I'm gone a lot. She stays at home with them. But when I'm home, I try really hard to be with them and interact. All I can think is how mean would someone have to be to pit my kids against me over nothing.
Just because I Kratom all the time and I can't stop doing fucking. His wife 5 stars and he's like, "Why did I find Kratom on the kid's iPad?"
Yeah, the thing she does all the time. Thing is, she does it all the time. Anyway, long story short, she keeps criticizing everything I do and told me I'm not allowed to come with them. I packed the car up and just acted like everything was fine. She took off with the kids anyways and drove them all the way, leaving me completely alone without any family, friends, or my kids on Thanksgiving. Anyway, my mind feels so clean. I know I'm through the worst of it now, but now I'm ridden with anger, resentment, and anxiety.
Oh no!
Hey guys, everything's looking up. I'm riddled with resentment, anger, and anxiety. Just don't know what to do. Just venting, I guess. Worried about using again?
Yeah,
no. Just use again.
I can't be sympathetic to people who get addicted to this.
Oh my god!
I've done it. It fucking sucks. It's awful. It's like getting addicted to cocaine exclusively for the come down.
Please, for the love of God, go to this guy's profile picture and look at the last things he's been posting, because it makes me think that it didn't end up going that well for him.
His name is Kratomatic.
Kratomatic.
He's big into Pittsburgh Gone Wild, looking for one night stand at Hyatt Regency Airport.
And then
Curious straight guy. Anyone want to help me explore an r/penis?
r/penis is so funny to me.
You know what? Unless he's doing some angle manipulation, he does have a pretty big dick.
It is, yeah. And then 4 years ago on Wall Street Bets, and r/YOLO, he went all in on Wish, which, okay, he bought Wish at 12:57, and let me see where that is at now. It's at 7:52. Okay, so he's not doing very good. No, it's 7:52. Yeah, no, he's oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, Pittsburgh Gone Wild, Wall Street Bets. Oh man, that is such a... Oh yeah, and then Dogecoin also. This guy, oh man, oh man, just buying Dogecoin, showing people my penis, and trying to get pussy in Pittsburgh. Oh god.
Don't forget doing delicious Kratom.
Don't forget doing Kratom. Yeah, that's the... I like how he went from... No, his post history went from quitting Kratom to quitting opiates.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, oh, he's also in r/Pittsburgh Gone Wilder, which I don't know what... I like he wasn't getting enough in r/Pittsburgh Gone Wild. Oh, also he replied to someone who in r/penis, someone says, "Beautiful dick, would love to suck it," and then he said, "Send me a message."
All right,
that's the episode, guys.
All right, bye. Would love to suck it. Bye.